We want to bring in attorney and public safety expert Donte Mills. Donte, thanks for joining us. So we don't yet know a motive, but law enforcement sources have told our CBS News investigative unit that this was a targeted attack and that the assailant shouted, "Where's Nancy?" Now, there are a lot of open questions still about this particular case, but more broadly, how would you describe the threat environment that public officials and their family members face?
It's a very tough environment. And I can tell you just from my conversations with many that they don't feel safe. You can see that things are escalating. If we remember, Nancy Pelosi's house was attacked before, and they spray painted her garage door. But now that attack has went from her property to her person, and they were actually in her house looking for her. Fortunately for her, she was not home, but unfortunately, her husband was home, and they in fact carried out the physical violence. So we know that this perpetrator, this suspect, was willing to hurt someone, and in fact, he did.
And Donte, we know that these threats are wide-ranging. Judges, lawyers have also been targeted in recent years. Is there a way to sort of turn the heat down and not only prevent these attacks, because obviously, the violence is what we're really trying to prevent, but even take the rhetoric down, like cool down some of the rhetoric that seems to be emboldening people?
Yeah, so what we want to do is find solutions. How can we prevent this from happening moving forward? And there's two ways to do that. One, we can have our public figures turn down the rhetoric themselves. I understand the climate we're in. A lot of people feel like they have to be extreme in order to keep up with everybody else around them that's being extreme, but that's pushing us in the wrong direction. We need things to become civil. We need people to agree to disagree and not talk about how vile someone is or make extreme examples and call them bad people or the devil if you disagree with them. Just keep it on an intellectual level. The next thing we can do is to protect our public officials. And you mentioned judges. This happened to a judge in New Jersey. Her son was unfortunately killed because someone showed up at her house. What New Jersey did in response is they created what's called Daniel's Bill. And what that bill says is if you're a judge or a prosecutor or someone who is in the spotlight, that your address can be protected. I think that needs to expand, maybe federally, and include our public officials. There's really no reason for someone to be able to Google Nancy Pelosi's address and just go and show up at her house.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that makes perfect sense. There should be some sort of, barrier between public officials, judges, and the public for sure, especially in this climate. All right. Well, Donte Mills, thank you so much for your insight. We appreciate it.
Thank you.